name is Jay Marcoli. I am a sophomore at Schenectady High School. I am 15 years old.
So who do you live with at home?
I live with my mother and my twin siblings that are younger than me.
Do they go to this school?
No, they do not. They go to Mount Pleasant Middle School.
What do you like to do at home?
I like to play and make video games. I like to make music and play music. I like to wrestle because I'm on the wrestling team, and I like to cook, help my mom cook.
Do you have a favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument would, I don't have a favorite, but it's a close tie between marching snare, the drum kit, and bass guitar.
Nice. Do you have a favorite video game you like to play at home?
It would most likely be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. The new one that just came out.
The most recent Modern Warfare 3.
Yes, the most recent Modern Warfare.
Could you name a game that you have made?
The games I've made I haven't released, but because they're more projects, they're more of tiny projects to help me get better at coding, than more like me making games and just posting them on it.
You don't think you'll upload them at all in the future to like Scratch or anything like that?
Probably not.
Are you religious?
I am. When you mean religious, do you mean do I follow a religion, or am I like, if I do follow a religion, am I like super hardcore with the religion?
Do you follow a religion at all? Like, are you Orthodox?
Yes, I am a Muslim. I follow the religion of Islam.
Are you an Orthodox Muslim?
No, traditional Muslim.
Traditional Muslim. Do you, does your family, also like most of your family Muslim?
Yes, they are.
How do you get to and from school?
I take the CDTA bus. That's why I have a bus pass.
You've told us your hobbies and whatnot. Is there anything you dislike in particular, like to do, or just things in general?
I wouldn't say, well, I'm not really good at writing essays, so I think writing essays are like long commentary. I have a pretty hard time doing. Not saying that I don't like it, it's just that it's kind of hard for me to focus on doing that thing and writing for so long without having something to distract me while writing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What do you like or dislike about Schenectady High School?
Well, I like the music program they have here, and I also like the arts and the visual and performing arts programs they have here at school, because I am a performer. So that's one of the things I like about the school. The thing that I don't like is that I don't like that the school has a lot of kids that have a lot of animosity towards one another for like stupid things. So there are a lot of fights at our school. That's something I don't like, because I don't like being called in a holding place or having to go in escort only, where I have to wait for somebody to come down so I can go get a drink of water or use the bathroom.
But you don't flat out disagree with those policies. You are upset at the students that cause these policies to be enforced because they decide to fight in the halls and whatnot?
A little bit of both. Do I think that the policies of escort only are good in some situations? Yes. Are they good in a situation where there's a fight and that's already broken up and that we have to go into a escort only for the rest of the day? No, I don't like that. I think that the escort only policy could be like 30 minutes to an hour after the fight happens, so people aren't waiting for, so there isn't a jam up of people waiting to go to the bathroom because all the security guards are taking other people to the bathroom.
Would you rather have hall checks and hall sweeps than the escort only? And 10 minutes before and after passes?
I would rather have it so that hall sweeps and hall passes. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that we shouldn't have the 10 minutes before and the 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes of class we can't use the bathroom. Because what if I just came into class, like 5 minutes passed and like I'm really thirsty and I don't have any water on me, and I would like to go get a drink of water, but only 5 minutes has passed in class. So I don't disagree with the first 5 and the last 5 rule, where we can't leave the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather make it like the last 5 minutes of class and the first 5 minutes of class and the last 5 minutes of class.
I see. So you mentioned you're a fan of the arts program and you play instruments. How long have you been like doing the arts program and whatnot?
Well, that's based on if we're talking about since I came to the school or way before that.
Let's say since you came to the school.
This is my second year in the school, so this will be my second year in the arts in band or the performing arts program.
As a part of the performing arts program, how many instrument or just like art classes in general have you taken?
I take 2 classes. I take jazz, which I just finished taking just now, and I also take guitar, where I play the electric bass guitar, or learn to at least.
How long have you been playing the electric bass guitar?
I've been playing since I was 10, so about 5 years now.
How long have you been playing the drum kit? Or
I've been playing the drum kit since I was like 7, and I've been playing marching drums since I was like 7 as well. So about 8 years now.
Nice. Are you part of any other programs or clubs?
I am a wrestler. I wrestle for Schenectady High School. I am also a boxer for the Peaceful Warrior program here at our school. I am in FBLA, which is the Future Business Leaders of America.
Is there anything you like, or not like, but is there anything cool you'd like to mention about FBLA?
The cool thing about FBLA is that some people might think like, oh, it's a bunch of like business nerds meeting up. Like, no, we actually have fun things that happen. So one of the things that we do is that we have a competition every year where you would go to like a place in Schenectady. You would take an interview. Based on your interview, you can move up to the next year of the competition where we're going to be going at the national level, where you would go down, where you would go down to another state, then do the competition for the job interview there. Then if you place for that, then you can compete on the international level with FBLA branches and students all around the globe.
Do you encourage students to join these programs?
It depends. It depends because if you plan on doing business in college, it would be like a pretty good thing to have an advantage, at least in college, to have that on your record. So just in case you're going to a college like Bryan and Stratford, that's mostly based on business, it would be a good like precursor to coming in there to give them like a heads up, like, oh, a business major, oh, so they have some experience learning about business. We can probably get them to our school.
You may have only been going here for 2 years, but in your 2 years, do you have a favorite or least favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher is Mr. McCarthy. He was my math teacher last year. He was actually one of the best freshman teachers I've ever had, because I also had him for freshman experience for computer science. My least favorite teacher would have to be my least favorite teacher would be Miss Danielle for the 9th grade, from one of the 9th grade teachers that I had last year. She was a very bad teacher she was a very bad teacher because she would kind of treat the students like they were dumb. But a lot of the students were actually a lot smarter than she thought, because it was an accelerated course, meaning that there was a lot of like the honor students in that class. So she just made us feel like super dumb, and treat us like we were stupid or something, and treat us with the utmost disrespect.
Do you have any feelings or an opinion about our head principal, Mr. Green, and his policies?
Mr. Green's a good guy. Do I think that some of his policies don't really work? Yes, they don't. They don't, because I've seen kids walk around the high school without any care in the world, even though they're getting punished. So I don't really think that his rules are that good to the point where it's making kids want to stay in class. So I don't really think that his policies are good, but he's a good principal. He's a good principal.
Do you like the activities he hosts where we tape him to the wall and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did. That was fun.
All right, Jamar, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure having you.
You too, man. Thank you for interviewing me.